Hey, welcome back to the English Playbook, the podcast where we teach you real, natural English the way it's actually spoken every single day. I'm David.
And I'm Sarah. And if you're brand new here, welcome. You have found the right place. We are so happy you're here.
That's right, and if you've been with us for a while, welcome back, friend. You already know the deal.
So, David, how are you feeling today? Because honestly, I walked in this morning and the sky was just completely gray. Clouds everywhere.
Ugh, I know, it's one of those days, you know what I mean? Kind of gloomy, like the weather matches your mood.
Exactly. And that's actually a perfect lead in to today's episode, because today we are all about emotions and feelings, specifically the not so great ones.
That's right. Sadness, stress, frustration, being grouchy, feeling on edge, all of that good, well, not so good stuff.
And why are we talking about these? Because being able to describe how you feel or how someone else feels is one of the most important skills in English.
100%. Whether you're texting a friend, talking to a coworker, or just trying to understand what someone means, these words and phrases come up all the time.
So stick with us for this whole episode. We've got vocabulary, we've got a dialogue, we've got real-life examples, and as always, we've got each other.
Ha, lucky us. All right, before we dive in, do us a favor. If you haven't subscribed yet, hit that subscribe button right now. It helps us so much.
It really does. Okay, let's get started. But first, our vocabulary preview.
All right, Sarah, vocabulary preview time. This is where we give you a quick look at two keywords before the dialogue, so when you hear them, you already know them.
Love it. Okay, word number one, and this one is beautiful because it's so simple. The word is down.
Down, D-O-W-N. Now, you already know down as the opposite of up, right? Like the elevator goes up and down.
Exactly. But in emotional English, when we say someone is feeling down, we mean they're feeling sad or a little low. Not in a dramatic, crying way necessarily, but just not quite themselves.
So someone might say, hey, are you okay? You seem a bit down today. And they mean you seem a little sad, a little off.
Or you could say it about yourself. I've been feeling kind of down lately. It's gentle, it's real, and it's very common.
Another example, what's wrong with Jake? He looks really down. You're noticing someone's mood has changed.
Now, there's also a related phrase, down in the dumps. Have you heard that one?
Oh yes, so down in the dumps is a stronger, more informal version of feeling down. Like, I've been really down in the dumps since I didn't get that job promotion.
It's a little more expressive, a little more dramatic. It's great for storytelling.
Love it. Okay, word number two, and this one is really fun. Sarah, do you want to take it?
Absolutely. Word number two is grouchy. Grouchy.
Grouchy. Now, I want you to think about someone you know who is not a morning person. Someone who, before they have their coffee...
Oh, that's me. That is literally me. Before my coffee, I am 100% grouchy.
So grouchy means you're in a bad mood, you're a bit irritable, a bit snappy. You're not exactly angry, but you're not friendly either. You might complain a lot, you might snap at people.
It's that low-level grumpiness. Like, you're not throwing chairs, but you're not exactly sunshine and rainbows either.
Now, the classic example of a grouchy character, and this is so good for learners, is Oscar the Grouch from Sesame Street. If you haven't seen it, look it up.
He literally lives in a garbage can and is permanently unhappy, always grumpy, always complaining, but lovable in his own way.
So grouch is the noun, grouchy is the adjective. You can say, don't be such a grouch, or why are you so grouchy today?
Perfect. Okay, we've previewed our two keywords, down and grouchy. Now it's time for our dialogue. Let's listen in on a conversation between Carrie and Lisa.
All right, let's set the scene. Carrie and Lisa are friends. They work together. One morning, Lisa notices that Carrie just got off the phone and looks really upset. Let's listen.
Carrie, are you okay? You seem a bit down.
I just got off the phone with my boyfriend. He's always getting upset and losing his temper over nothing. It's so hard to talk to him at times.
Maybe it's just that he's stressed out from working or something. He does have a pretty nerve-wracking job, you know.
Yeah, but he's always in a really foul mood. I try to find out what's bothering him or get him to talk about his day, but he always shuts down and brushes me off.
Men are like that, you know. They can feel nervous, anxious, or on edge, and the only way they can express it is by trying to hide it through aggressiveness.
I guess you're right. What do you think I should do? He wasn't always as grouchy, you know?
Talk to him. Try to cheer him up when he's down. And if that doesn't work, I say get rid of him and get a new one.
You are something else, you know that?
Okay, so we've got 2 friends, a stressed out boyfriend, some great emotional vocabulary, and one very blunt piece of advice at the end.
Get rid of him and get a new one. Ha, classic Lisa. Okay, before we break down all the language, let's listen to the dialogue one more time. This time, really focus on the feeling words. See if you can catch them all.
Great. Now, did you catch some of those key phrases? Things like losing his temper, stressed out, nerve-wracking, foul mood, on edge, brush me off, cheer him up.
If you didn't catch all of them, don't worry. That's what we're here for. Let's break them all down right now. Welcome to Language Takeaway, the part of the show where we slow everything down and really dig into the vocabulary and phrases from our dialogue.
We've got a big list today, 7 key expressions. Let's go one by one. David, kick us off. Number 1, stressed out.
Number 1, stressed out. This is probably the most common emotional phrase in modern English. You'll hear it every single day.
So stressed means you're under pressure. You have too much to do, too many demands, not enough time. And stressed out, the out really intensifies it, like the stress has gone beyond manageable.
You can say, I'm stressed, and that's fine. But when you say, I'm stressed out, it sounds more natural, more spoken, more real.
Examples, he's been really stressed out since his promotion. Or, I can't talk right now, I'm completely stressed out.
In the dialogue, Lisa says the boyfriend has a pretty stressed out job. We don't know what the job is, but we know it's stressful and anxiety-inducing.
You can use it to describe situations. That presentation was so nerve-wracking. Or experiences. Skydiving was the most nerve-wracking thing I've ever done.
Great word. Very visual. Very expressive. Moving on, number 3.
Number 3, on edge. This one's super useful and very common.
So imagine someone standing on the very edge of something. A cliff, a table. They're tense, ready to fall, nervous. That's the feeling.
When someone is on edge, they're easily irritated. The smallest thing can set them off. They're jittily, anxious, tense.
Great example. Someone who just quit smoking is on edge. They haven't had their cigarette and every little thing is annoying them.
In the dialogue, Lisa says men can feel nervous, anxious, or on edge, and she's listing 3 ways of feeling that are all kind of similar.
You can say, he's been on edge all week, or something about that conversation put me on edge.
The key difference from just nervous, being on edge suggests you're about to react, like a coiled spring.
Love it. Okay, number 4, and this one's a phrasal verb.
Number 4, to lose your temper or lose one's temper.
Your temper is your control over your anger. When you lose that control, you explode. You say things you probably shouldn't. You raise your voice.
It's not always screaming. Sometimes losing your temper is just snapping at someone. Would you please stop doing that? That's losing your temper a little.
In the dialogue, Carrie says her boyfriend is always getting upset and losing his temper over nothing. That word nothing is really key. It means even tiny things trigger him.
There's also a great idiom related to this. Blow your top. Like your head is a volcano and the anger is the eruption.
Or you might hear snapped. I just snapped, meaning I held it together for a long time and then suddenly I couldn't anymore.
Good phrases. Now, what makes you lose your temper, David? Be honest.
Okay. Honestly, people who are chronically late. Like if I'm waiting for you and you just don't show up with no message.
Oh, I feel that. For me, people who talk during movies, like we all paid to be here.
Okay. Number 5. This one's a phrasal verb about ignoring people.
Number 5, to brush someone off.
So you know the action of brushing, like brushing lint off your jacket. You just flick it away. You don't give it any attention.
That's exactly what this phrase means. To brush someone off is to dismiss them, to ignore them, to not give them the time or attention they're asking for.
In the dialogue, Carrie says her boyfriend always shuts down and brushes her off. So when she tries to talk to him, he just dismisses her, doesn't engage.
It's a really frustrating experience being brushed off, especially by someone you care about.
You can use it in lots of situations. A boss who brushes off your ideas, a friend who keeps making excuses to not hang out, an interviewer who clearly isn't interested.
Example, I asked him 3 times about the project, but he just brushed me off every time.
Great one. Okay, number 6.
Number 6, to cheer someone up. And this one is, thankfully, a happy one.
So cheer is connected to happiness and celebration. You know cheerleaders, they're literally there to create energy and positivity, or cheers when you raise a glass.
To cheer someone up means to make them feel happier when they're feeling low, to lift their mood.
And remember, earlier we said feeling down means feeling sad, so cheering someone up is literally the opposite action.
In the dialogue, Lisa advises Carrie to try to cheer him up when he's down. That's the love and care in a relationship, right? Trying to lift each other.
What cheers you up, Sarah? Like what's your go-to remedy when you're feeling down?
Honestly, a good playlist and a long walk, or calling my mom. She always knows what to say.
Aw, that's lovely. For me, food. 100%. A really good meal cheers me up instantly.
Valid. Okay, number 7, the last one, and this one's a little different.
Number 7, the expression, you are something else.
This one's interesting because the literal meaning makes no sense. Something else compared to what?
Exactly, but in English, this is an expression of surprise or disbelief, often with affection or admiration.
In the dialogue, Carrie says this to Lisa after Lisa says, get rid of him and get a new one. Carrie's basically saying, I can't believe you just said that. You're unbelievable.
It's said with a laugh, with warmth, like you're one of a kind. There's no one quite like you.
But, and this is important, the tone completely changes the meaning. Said warmly, it's a compliment. Said coldly after someone does something terrible, it means you're unbelievably bad.
It's all about the tone of voice. Context is everything in spoken English.
This is a great example of what we call a non-compositional phrase. The meaning comes from how it's used, not from the individual words.
Brilliant. Okay, that is all 7 expressions from Language Takeaway. Let's do a quick recap before we move on. Down, feeling sad or low. Grouchy, irritable, in a bad mood. Stressed out, overwhelmed with pressure. Nerve-wracking, causing great anxiety or tension. On edge, jittery, anxious, tense. Lose your temper, to lose control of your anger. Brush someone off, to dismiss or ignore someone. Cheer someone up, to make someone feel happier. You are something else, an expression of surprised admiration or disbelief.
Beautiful. Okay, we're going to take a short break, and when we come back, Fluency Builder. That's where the real speaking practice begins.
Welcome back to the English Playbook, and welcome to our favorite segment, Fluency Builder.
This is where we go deeper into the language. We look at how to use these phrases in real conversations, not just how to understand them.
Because there's a big difference between recognizing a phrase when you hear it and actually being able to use it naturally yourself.
So let's build that fluency. We're going to explore today's expressions in more context, look at related phrases, and do some live practice examples together.
Let's start with losing your temper. I want to dig deeper into this one because it's so relatable. Deep dive 1, anger and temper expressions.
So we know lose your temper, but there's a whole family of expressions around anger. Let's explore some of them.
Blow your top. This is very informal, very dramatic, like a volcano erupting. He completely blew his top when he found out.
Hit the roof. Very similar. The anger is so extreme it hits the ceiling. When she saw the bill, she hit the roof.
Snap. This is more sudden. You've been holding it together and then one thing pushes you over the edge and you snap. I didn't mean to snap at you, I'm just exhausted.
And there's also the great phrase, grind my gears, from the dialogue. Something that grinds your gears is something that really annoys or frustrates you.
Like the gears in an engine, when they don't mesh properly, there's this horrible grinding sound. It's uncomfortable and damaging.
So we say, you know what really grinds my gears? When people don't say thank you. It's very informal, very expressive.
Okay, let's do a quick practice drill. Sarah, give me a scenario and I'll use one of these anger expressions.
Okay, you've been waiting at a restaurant for 45 minutes. The waiter keeps ignoring you. What do you say?
Ha, honestly, by that point, I'd be ready to blow my top. I'd have to really control myself not to snap at the poor guy.
Perfect. 2 expressions, natural usage. Okay, now let's flip it.
All right, scenario for you. Your roommate has been playing loud music every night this week at 2 a.m. Tonight, you've had enough.
Oh, that would grind my gears so much. I'd knock on the door and be like, okay, you are really testing my patience right now. And if they did it one more time, I'd completely lose my temper.
Excellent. Testing my patience. That's a bonus phrase there. Great one. Deep dive 2. Sadness and the blues.
So we've got feeling down and down in the dumps, but there's more.
One we haven't mentioned yet from the vocabulary list is having the blues. This is a great one with some cultural history.
Yes, so the blues originally comes from African American music culture. Blues music is music that expresses sorrow and hardship, deep, soulful, emotional.
But in everyday English, having the blues just means feeling a general sadness or low mood. I've had the blues all week. I think I need some sunshine.
And there's also rattled. This one's in our vocabulary list. To be rattled means to feel flustered, shaken, thrown off balance emotionally.
Like if something unexpected happens that just shakes your composure. She was clearly rattled by the question. She didn't know how to respond.
Or you might hear pissed off, and this is one we should mention with the warning. It's quite rude, quite strong. Use it only with close friends, but it means very angry or very annoyed.
Good to know, but definitely gauge your audience before using that one.
Okay, now let's end this section on a positive note because we've been talking about all these negative emotions, but equally important is knowing how to talk about fixing them.
So we've got cheer someone up. What else do we say?
Lift someone's spirits. This is more formal, more poetic. That phone call really lifted my spirits.
Brighten someone's day. Very warm, very sweet. She sent me flowers and it completely brightened my day.
Pick yourself up. This is about recovering after a setback. I know it's hard, but you just have to pick yourself up and keep going.
Now, David and Sarah's personal cheer-up list. Ready? Let's go rapid fire.
A long hot shower.
A great playlist on a solo walk.
Pizza. Always pizza.
Calling a friend who makes you laugh.
A really good cry. Sometimes you just need that.
Oh, that's real. 100%. Okay, and for our learners, think about your personal cheer-up list. How would you describe it in English?
Practice saying it out loud. What cheers me up is fill in the blank.
Perfect. All right, we'll be back after a quick break with our extended practice section. More scenarios, more real-world usage, and a really fun activity. Don't go anywhere.
All right, we're back. This is the extended practice section, where we put everything together in realistic scenarios.
Think of this like a simulation. We're going to give you real-life situations and we'll model how you'd use today's language naturally.
Scenario 1, the stressed out colleague.
Okay, so imagine you're at work. Your colleague James has been really quiet and snappy all morning. He didn't say good morning, he was curt in the meeting, and he just seems off.
What do you say? Let's model a natural conversation.
Hey James, are you okay? You seem a bit down today.
And James might say, sorry, I'm just really stressed out. I've got this deadline and nothing is going right.
And you might respond, I get it. Deadlines are so nerve-wracking. Is there anything I can do to help?
And James might say, thanks. I think I just need to get through today. Sorry if I was a bit grouchy earlier.
No worries at all. Let me know if you need anything.
Notice how we used down, stressed out, nerve-wracking, grouchy, all in one short natural exchange.
That's the goal, not just knowing the words, but weaving them naturally into conversation.
Scenario 2, cheering up a friend.
Your friend Mia just went through a breakup. She texts you, I've been feeling really down in the dumps. I don't know what to do with myself.
What do you say? Let's model it.
Oh, Mia, I'm so sorry. Breakups are honestly the worst. Have you eaten today?
Not really. I'm a bit rattled, honestly.
Okay, here's what we're going to do. I'm coming over, we're watching something funny, and I'm bringing food. We are going to cheer you up.
You always know what to say. You are something else, you know that.
Ha! Perfect callback to today's dialogue.
Scenario 3. Talking about a difficult person.
Practice exercise. Fill in the blanks out loud. We'll give you the beginning, you complete it.
My boss has been really blank lately. You can use stressed out, grouchy, on edge. Try all 3.
Every time I try to bring up new ideas, he just blank. You can use brushes me off, loses his temper, shuts down.
I've tried to blank, but nothing seems to work. Complete with cheer him up, lift his spirits, brighten his day.
Practice all of these. Say them out loud, multiple times. That's how they become natural. Okay, time for our audio review drill. This is where we go through all the key vocabulary one more time, nice and clear. Listen and repeat out loud.
Ready? Let's go. Down. She's been feeling really down since she heard the news.
Grouchy. Sorry I snapped at you. I've been really grouchy all day.
Stressed out. Everyone is stressed out before exam season.
Nerve-wracking. Waiting for the results was completely nerve-wracking.
On edge. There was a weird tension in the room. Everyone was on edge.
Lose your temper. He rarely loses his temper, but today he finally snapped.
Brush someone off. She tried to raise the issue, but her manager just brushed her off.
Cheer someone up. He sent her a funny meme to try to cheer her up.
You are something else. I can't believe you did all that for me. You are something else. You know that?
Ha! Perfect callback to today's dialogue.
Down in the dumps. I've been down in the dumps ever since we moved cities.
Have the blues. November always gives me the blues. I need more sunlight.
Excellent. Say each one again on your own. Repeat until it feels natural in your mouth. And that, friends, brings us to the end of episode 28 of the English Playbook.
We covered a lot today. Emotional vocabulary, real-life scenarios, pronunciation drills, fluency practice. Honestly, it was a packed episode.
Let's do a final super quick recap of everything we covered. How to describe sadness. Down in the dumps, have the blues.
How to describe irritability. Grouchy, on edge, grind my gears.
How to describe stress. Stressed out, nerve-wracking, rattled.
How to describe anger. Lose your temper, blow your top, snap.
How to describe dismissal. Brush someone off.
How to improve someone's mood. Cheer up, lift spirits, brighten someone's day.
A great expression of surprise. You are something else.
If you got value out of today's episode, please share it with someone who's learning English. It genuinely means the world to us.
And leave us a comment. Tell us, what's something that really grinds your gears? We'd love to read your answers.
Until next time, keep practicing, keep speaking, and remember, every conversation is a step forward.
This has been the English Playbook. I'm Sarah.
And I'm David. We'll see you in the next episode. Bye for now.